guys, welcome back. This is what we're doing today. I bought it. It was on my definitely don't want wish list. In my new makeup releases, and then Ulta had all the Warrior palettes on sale for 25% off. So this one was on sale for 15. I had my gift card, and then it was also like 5 times bonus points for Diamond members, which means that I get like $3 back on buying it plus ebates. I mean, they practically gave me the palette. That's not true, but here it is. I may have a problem with Juvia's Place palettes. I was actually thinking about getting the other Warrior palette. So it was all the Warrior palettes, and what else was in there? Maybe the Nubian palettes. And I almost picked up Warrior 2, and I'm like, Melissa, you are not going to use that. You are not going to use that palette. Do not pick that up. But this one, oh my gosh, you guys, like this look is so gorgeous. And I'm kind of glad that I got it. So today we're going to do some swatches of this palette along with this look. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all. Because this is my first time using it, so I don't have any kind of review or anything for you guys. But I am going to be doing another video with 2 looks and using other palettes with this palette, because for me, like, this is a gorgeous palette, but it definitely has some gaps in it. It's a palette that you are going to pair with other palettes, so that's what I'm going to do for this look. If you guys have specific Juvia's Place palettes you want to see with it, I do have most of them. I don't have the more neutral ones. Also, I know you guys are wondering about the giveaway winner, so I'm actually filming this before the giveaway is over, so my next one I'll be filming after it's over will be my new makeup releases for Sunday. So the giveaway winner will be announced on Sunday. And I think that's everything. Let's get into swatches. I do hope that you guys will want to stick around and click that subscribe button, but let's get into these swatches. I am going to swatch them a little different. I want to swatch mine based on color, so I'm not going to swatch them in the order that they are in the palette. So the first one I'm going to swatch is Kachina, which is this shade right here. It's like a really pretty kind of burgundy shade, but well, that was like the worst swatch ever. It's like a red burgundy rose blush kind of shade to it. It is gorgeous, and I really don't think I have anything else in my collection like this. The next one I'm going to swatch is this purple one, which is Cadence, the very simple purple one, and I did use that one today. So this one, it doesn't swatch as nice as it blends on the lid. It really blended nice, and it blended well with the blue as well. Next, I'm going to swatch at Fonty. It's the hot pink one. Haven't used that one yet. That one's really pretty. And I'm going to go to the orange one. This one is called Juvia. So this one has more of a deeper, it's almost got like a little bit of brown to the orange, which I really like. I saw this ABH swatched of the Norvina 3 palette, and they swatched it by color instead of by row, and I think that's how I'm going to start swatching all my palettes, because I think brands sometimes like try to trick us by how they place the shadows, and maybe not even trying to trick us, just make it more visually appealing. But like, let's see what's really in these palettes, right? Next, I'm going to do the yellow shade, and then the green. So this is more of a warm tone yellow. The green's like a true green shade. And I actually saw Angelica Nyquist did a video where she compared these shadows to other Juvia's Place shadows, and I think the green was the only one that she found, maybe the green and yellow, that really had dupes, close dupes in the other palettes. The other ones really didn't, and I want to say that they were in the Afrique palette, which I do own. And then we've got Gola, which is the light blue matte. I love this shade so much. I don't think I have anything this pigmented in any other palette in my collection. And then the shimmer shade, the blue shimmer shade is Congo. Look at that. It is so stinking foiled and beautiful, and that's not even with any fixing spray on it. Oh my gosh. And then the last one is Karama. I am sure I am saying that wrong. This one is so pretty. It's like a silver with this slight blue purple shift to it, and I've got that in my inner corner today. But those are the swatches from the Warrior 3 palette. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually pretty glad that I have this palette. So there was one other thing I wanted to say about the palette. Oh, you know the other thing I wanted to talk about with this palette? Because after talking about it on my new makeup releases, I heard other people mention that they thought it was strange that this palette was so brightly colored when their other Warrior palettes were more neutral. And I disagree with that. I think Juvia's Place has got a very specific theme. Is theme the right? Inspiration. They have very specific inspiration that they go off of. And I think that, you know, like it's different African tribes and things like that. And my guess would be that some of the African warriors wear very brightly colored uniform, costume, I don't know what the word would be for that, markings, and I would guess that other warrior tribes, or I'm not well versed in all of this, but that there are ones that have more neutral kinds of aesthetic to them, and that there are ones that are more brightly colored aesthetic to them. And I think for Juvia's Place, when they come out with a palette, they base their palettes off of very specific inspirations, and I'm good with this being a colorful palette. I would have one less palette in my collection if it was neutral. So I just wanted to mention that because I heard several people talk about how they thought it was strange that they went, you know, off the neutral Warrior palettes onto a more colorful one, and that was just kind of my take on it. Let's get into this look now. To start out this look, I am going to start out with Gola, which is this lighter blue shade right here. We're definitely doing some kind of blue look with both of those blue shimmers on the lids. And I have got my ColourPop E2 brush. I've been using this a lot for my transition area, and I've been enjoying it. That is so pretty, and that is just one go around with blending it out. So that is a really pigmented shade. Next, I think I'm going to take this purple shade right here. I'm hoping it comes out kind of deep. If not, I may pull into one of my other Juvia's Place palettes. I think this is going to be a palette where I end up doing that, combining this with other palettes. So let's see what happens. You know what, that's alright. I'm good with that. And I'm going to take this all the way around the crease area. I think this shade blends really nice on top of that blue shade. I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used the blue shade on and just blend where those meet here. But I didn't add any more blue on. I just want those to blend. Okay, I may still take something else from another palette to deepen up the outer V, but for now I am going to go in with my ColourPop E3, and I'm going to start with this Congo shade here to be on most of the lid, and then Karama is going to be on the inner portion. I love how this Karama shade has got like that blue shift to it, because I think silver is a pretty easy shade to make, but I love that this one's got a little something extra. And you know what else I wonder? How does Juvia's Place decide which palettes they're going to put names in and which palettes they're not? I think it's so strange because, like, and at first I was like, well, maybe it's the size of the palette, but like Nubian Coral 3, or Nubian 3 Coral, no names. And then we've got, did this one have names? That one, I know there was, that one does. Does this one? Maybe all the 9-pan ones do, but like the Freak one, it does have names, and it's one of the smaller 12-pan palettes. So I just, There's the Mini Magic, yes. Does the Saharan, yes. Why does this Nubian 3 Coral not have names in it? And I feel like there's one other palette of theirs that also doesn't have names in it, and I just thought that was so strange. You know what I really wish? Because they came out with the... Oh, geez, what is that palette that just came out? The other one that came out with this one. I can't remember what it was called, but it's that more fall color scheme. And that's the smaller version. I wish they would have made this in the smaller version too. But I guess all the Warrior palettes are in this size, so that would, I guess that would make sense. But I hope they're gearing more toward that now with their 9-pan palettes being a little smaller, a little cheaper. I mean, I am never going to hit pan in any of these shades. They are so large, and I just have so many colorful shades. Yeah, I definitely want to take something else on this outer V to blend this together, but look how pretty that blue shade is, especially kind of blended on top of that purple shade. I just love how their shimmers are so foiled looking, and I do spray them. I didn't put anything else down on it, but I am giving them a spray before I put them on. This is just kind of going on the center area of the lid. Okay, now I'm just going to take a Morphe 124 brush. It's just a smaller flat shader brush, similar to a concealer brush. And I'm picking up that Karama shade, which is the silver with the blue shift to it. And that's just going to go on this inner section here. And then I'm just going to kind of blend the blue and the silver one where they meet. So pretty. So pretty, guys. And I think I kind of, in my crease, want a bit of a blended effect. Usually I do a cut crease when I have a look like this with such bright, bold, and foiled shimmers. But today I kind of want to blend that with the purple there. So I'm going to take a really small, fluffy brush. Oh, here's one of my Sigma brushes that I couldn't find. All right, the Sigma E47, which is the shader crease brush. This is one of their new smaller detail blending brushes. And I'm taking a little of the purple, which is Cadence, and just kind of blending where those shimmers meet. Not a lot, but so that you can tell that they're kind of blended together here. I love that brush. It's just like the perfect size to get right in there and do what you want and not get it all over the place. All right, let's see. Before I go get something else, I got a little fallout here. Let me see if I have any other dark matte blue shades. Ooh, you know what? We're going to use this one. This is Yajid. This is from the Magic palette. I don't really know what it says. I'm going to take this brush. This is a ColourPop E5 brush, and it's just a little bit more pointed there and dense. And that's just going to help me place it right where I want. So I'm just going to kind of blend the outer V where the shimmer meets and with the purple shade, just to give it a little bit of a dimension. I don't necessarily need for that navy to pop out on it. I just want all those shades to blend together and give me a little depth on the outer V. I think I like it like that. And all the ColourPop brushes that I'm using, if you're wondering, they are from the Catch Some Sun collection. So I got them all together in a bundle. And I really do enjoy using those, and I use them quite frequently. For the lower lash line, what are we going to do? Purple or blue? I think I'm going to take the blue shade. This is how we're going to start out, and we'll see where we end up going. And I'm going to pop the blue, the matte blue shade from the Warrior 3 palette along the entire lower lash line. And then a little bit of the purple shade just on the outer V. That's good for me. Now, what do I want to put in the waterline? Now, I feel like I've been putting purple a lot in the waterline lately. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. This is from the NYX. It's the Slide On Glide On one in Azure, because that's It's kind of got that shimmer in it that will just go with what's on the lid. Although I typically don't like a shimmery in my waterline. Sometimes I do. And these are so good. I really wish that NYX would make more matte, colorful shades because they just have a really good formula. I'm going to tightline with black. I'm going to put on some black wing liner, mascara, and be back to show you the look. Alright, I've got mascara and a wing liner on. And with this look, we are definitely going to be putting some lashes on, so let me put those on and I'll be back to show you the final look. Alright, back with the final look, and I am really loving it. I put the Lily lashes on in Miami. These were definitely some long ones I needed to clip a bit. On my lip, I'm wearing the Just a Tint lip crayon, and what is it in? Oh, Gimme Some More. So this was also on sale when I picked up my Juvia's Place palette. So I wanted to give these a try. It really is just a tint. It's kind of almost like a lip gloss. Like I was thinking, I need a mirror. I was thinking it might even be good on top of a drier liquid lipstick formula. And it's got almost like this melon scent. Something is meloning in there. So here is my first look with the Juvia's Place Warrior 3 palette. I think I'm going to do another video with 2 looks using this palette and some other Juvia's Place palettes, because I think for me this is definitely a palette that I would combine with other palettes, because I don't feel like it'd be kind of hard to get a full look with this. And actually I was going to pull up my ABH Aurora Glow Kit and just pop this little blue highlighter right on the inner corner, because there's really not something to use if you want a bright highlighter in the inner corner. Obviously you could use that silvery blue one, but if you want something just a little bit lighter, then you would need to pull something else. So there is the final look. If you guys have got, if you guys have specific palettes you want to see paired with this one, just let me know in the comments below and I will try to use those palettes in my looks. Thank you guys so much for spending a little time with me today. I hope you have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!